Hello, my soul family, and welcome to your All Signs weekend check-in. I hope that you're all doing well. I just want to say a big thank you for all of you out here. You guys are all my soul family. Every sign, all the 12 zodiac signs, whoever you are, whoever leaves comments or not, I feel your energy because I work with energy and frequency. But even in the comments, I want to tell you a big, big thank you from the bottom of my heart, how much I appreciate all of you out there. Okay, thank you for your love. Thank you for your support for all this time. And even for the new people that are here, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you're going to enjoy the content that I give you here for you. I just want to say that if it wasn't for you guys, I would not exist here on YouTube, because with your love, with your compassion and your kindness that you give and you keep giving, that, there's growth on this side too, right? As I need you, you need me, so we work together in perfect harmony. That's a song. I didn't look at that, but if you think of it, it looks like, yeah, it feels like a song anyway. But I just want to say, that I want to thank all of you for helping me out, and being here. Okay, and let's do the weekend check-ins. I'm gonna see what wants to come through. I want to concentrate on love, right? So, like I did the first all signs I did of love, where what do they feel? What do they fear, and what's going to happen next between both of you? This can be with any type of relationship that you have. Okay, doesn't only have to be about love. I just wanted to make that clear. Okay, so if anybody out there could put timestamps, I will pin it. Or if you're watching your video, and when it starts, put it at the bottom. Put like Cancer, or Aries, and the timestamp. You can do it like that too. Um, but if someone could help me out with the timestamps, it would help me a lot. Okay. So again, thank you for all being here. I love you all very much. I'm still going to continue doing who comes first, who comes second, who comes third. But for next week, I am going to be opening up all the comments below. Okay, so Spirit gave me the green light, but I'm still going to continue on who goes first, who goes second, and who comes third. And maybe I'll do like an extra video for them as a bonus of who comes first, who comes second, and who comes third. We'll get an extra bonus at the end of the weekly reading. Okay, who comes first, and who comes second, and who comes third. So if you want a second reading to come in for you, all you have to do is view the video the most, like the video the most, comment the video the most, share the video the most, and subscribe to the video. And whoever wins, wins. Let's get started. We're going to start with Aries, and we're going to go all the way down to Pisces. Now, you're going to hear in the background my grandkids. Okay, so I can't start. I have a grandson that loves to yell in the house. Okay, Mateo. His name is Mateo. So let's get started. We're going to start with Aries. Okay, how do they feel? Okay, how does this person feel? Or maybe what is it, their intentions? Okay, what are their intentions and how do they feel? This is for Aries. Hashtag Aries Nation is in the house. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Alrighty. All right. Ace of Wands, 7, 8 of Wands, 2 of 9. Yeah, they feel pretty good. Let me tell you. Yeah, they feel pretty good about this connection, whatever this is for them. They feel on fire. They feel the spark. They feel good. They feel grounded. And there's an energy of like, it's like there's an energy of like there's a lot of messages here that's coming back and forth. Just a lot of beautiful energy there that's taking place. Okay, now we're gonna see is what do they fear though? What is it that they fear? What are their insecurities? Okay, this is what we're gonna look at. What is their insecurities, and what do they fear? The Sun, the Nine of Cups, and the Six. What they fear is that this is too good to be true. That's what they fear. That's what they fear. They fear that this is too good to be true, Aries. Okay, and what's going to happen next between both of you? Like, what's going to unfold between both of you? The Justice, the Four Wands. Yeah, Five of Swords. Well, I do see the truth coming in. If there's been like lies or defeat in a situation or not having each other's back, I do feel that there's stability between both of you, and the truth will come out. There's a type of truth that will be spoken here. In ice, in let me go back in what they fear here. They fear that something is too good to be true because the sun, the nine of cups, it's like whatever this is, it's beautiful. Okay, there's an energy of success here and victory and happiness here that takes place. Okay, and also emotions being in. Okay, I'm going to take an extra card to clarify. Ace of Wands, Eight of Wands. Okay. Oh, wait. One card to clarify, please, of the recent past. What is it that their intentions? What are their intentions? How they feel? Yeah, and there's like a straightforward energy here, a communication here. They may be a bit cold in energy, but they do communicate. I do see that. What they fear, what their insecurities are. What is it? Yeah, they worry. They can't sleep at night. All they do is worry. Okay, that's their insecurity. And what is it that what's going to unfold? Well, you're going to go to the next level. The truth is going to be told here. So someone here is going to the next level. Okay, let's look at the hidden oracle, the hidden truth oracle deck of what someone wants to say here in the recent past. I regret lying to you. This is someone from the recent past. Let's look at what they fear and what is it they want to say here. I want you. And in the what's going to unfold next, what happens next, and what's going to unfold in energy here between both of you. I know that I crossed the line with you. So there's some type of truth, and something is going to the next level here. Okay, you're going to the next level, and the truth will be told in this situation. Also, I'm going to take out a card, extra card here for you, an oracle card. Okay. In the recent past, there was mind games, maybe emotional interactions involve control and manipulation. And what was their fear in the situation? Ooh, okay, these two cards. Overthinking. Someone here was overthinking. Thought and emotions were getting entangled here. And attachments. There's someone here in their insecurities and what they're working on, or what they're admitting to you is that there's attachment issues here that they're having. Okay, feelings of attachment, fearful energy may arise in that sense, being excessive. Okay, so let's look at what happens next, though. Karmic lesson. There's a karmic lesson in relationships that need to be learned here. Okay, or this is what's going to be learned. Thank you, Aries. And next, hi Taurus, and welcome to your all weekend love messages that are coming through, like I did the one that I did last week. Okay, let's see here what's happening in how do they feel? What are their true intentions? What do they fear is next? What are their insecurities? And what happens next with both of you? And this is any type of relationship, Taurus, okay? Any type, if you want to know the truth. And then I'm going to take some oracle cards here for you. Okay, in the recent past year, you got the Queen of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. How they feel. They're hot and cold here. It's like it's almost like they envision a possibility, and it's gonna take time, though. It's gonna take time for it to get there. Someone here needs to speak honestly about how they feel, but at the same time, they're like completely exhausted with all they're going through so much here in everyday life. There's a lot of lessons here. So it's so maybe they're hot and cold. Like that's why I feel they're hot and cold, hot and cold. But there is an energy of they want stability with you, but it's just going to take a bit of time. Okay, what do they fear? They fear manipulation. They fear that someone here is not wanting to end things properly. There's an energy of like whatever it is, there's some type of energy that's very stable here in a home, in a business, or something, or in love. Can be also in love, or whatever this is for you. Okay, Um, this person feels very deeply about things, um, but there's a fear of stubbornness they may feel, or there's an energy of manipulation here. I don't know what more to say about that. We're going to clarify after, okay? Let's look at what happens next, what's going to unfold. What are the energies that are going to unfold between both of you? The Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Cups, the Two of Pentacles reversed. Something is being dropped for someone to concentrate on one thing here. Uh, I feel that you're going to listen to each other. You're going to have to. This is like heart energy to a heart. Like it's about listening to your heart here, and there's a second chance that's taking place here. So there is a second chance, okay, that's taking place, and there's a lot of luck energy here. Let's look at the recent past. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, this is something long term. Maybe you're gonna grow old with this person. There's an energy of growing old with this person, okay, and accumulation that's going to take place. Let's look at what their true intentions are. What do they fear? What not their intentions, but what's their insecurities here? Not having the strength to go over to overcome something. Their insecurities are patterns here. There could be patterns, things that they're addicted to. It could be their shadow self here. Things that they're bonded to or chained to. This is there's an energy of not being good enough here. Yeah, there's something here that they've been stuck on for a while, and they could be in a negative space at this time. Okay, let's look at what happens next. Well, there's a message that's going to come in very quickly, especially if you felt like backstab or ghosted or gaslighted in a situation here. I do feel that there's a message that's going to be coming in very quickly that's going to create a tower moment. Okay, but there's definitely a message that's coming in here. All right, and it's about following your heart, because there could be a second chance here of your destiny. Let's look at how they feel here in energy. I can't stop thinking about you. This is how they feel. I left you before you could leave me. That's the energy that they were feeling. And what they fear, I think this is what they fear, that well, anyways, I'm going to leave it here. But I've lost myself for a little while. This is what they feel, what their insecurities about, and what happens next year, what's going to unfold energetically. The timing wasn't right for us, and I wish I could take back my words. I'm also going to take an extra oracle card for Taurus. Someone here was protecting themselves. Someone was keeping their emotions hidden for self-protection. And what they feared is double standards here. Different people have different viewpoints, and that's what they feared. Yeah, insecurities about. Yeah, and they had trust issues here. Okay, but the trust was their trust issues was a main thing here that is being shown. And what is next? What's unfolding? Is that they're overthinking, and they're keeping tabs at times, like who does what, and someone here is trying to push the boundary. Okay, that's what's going to unfold. That they're going to try to push the boundary. This is something that you already went through, and there's some type of attachment that's okay, or someone here that's overthinking. So I hope you enjoyed your reading, and next we're doing is Gemini. Hi, Gemini, and welcome to your weekend all signs. What is the theme of this reading is what people want to say, but they don't say to you. This could be anybody in your any type of relationship. Okay, so we're going to look at how they the recent past, but also how they feel. Okay, what they feel, what are their intentions. Okay. Okay. Then we're going to look at what they fear, what are the insecurities, and what's blocking them. And then next will be what's going to happen next energetically with both of you. Okay, so let's. And then I'm going to take out. I'm going to clarify. I'm going to take out two oracle decks too. Okay, at the end to give you more information. All right. Hierophant, the Five of Pentacles. Well, they want to give you. They feel that you came. That they feel that you are part of their destiny. There's an energy here that they're vibrating from a higher perspective, but they also have they're like they. I'm not sure in terms of what they could give you, in terms of stability at this time. Okay, because there's something that they haven't finished in something like in the recent past here. I don't know if they're doing things impulsively in an energy, but there could be someone here feeling alone. Okay, and there could be a second chance here. There's definitely a second chance, but there's something here that they have to learn. Okay, let's see. But their intention seems it's half half. Okay, 50-50. What are they? What is it? That they fear, and what's blocking them, and what's their insecurities. Yeah, they have a lot of fear here. They have a lot of fear. They have a lot of fear, and they may not feel that this is going to last a long time. There's a lot of fear and instability, insecurities here. There's a lot of anxiety and this and yeah. So there's something hidden here that does not want to show, but they fear that this is not going to last a long time, but they feel it's stable. What happens next? There's so much noise around now. It's like, I don't think that people realize that when they're in the car and they're having a conversation on their Bluetooth in their car, that everybody outside hears their conversation. I don't think people realize that. Yeah. Okay, let's look at what happens next. Ace of Wands, Strength, Four of Swords. Yeah. What's going to unfold is that there's going to be healing, okay, in the situation, and a spark, okay, and there's great love here. There is great love, okay. There is great love. There's a lot of energy of there's a beautiful energy here of great love and great inner strength. Okay, let's clarify though. Okay, let's clarify how they feel, what their intentions are. They feel great love, and they are coming in with an offer here. When I clarify the card, they're showing that this could go up. This could go to the next level. Okay, whatever this offer, okay, could go up to the next level if you really want it. What is it that they fear, and what are their insecurities, and what is the block here? The block. Yeah, what they need to do is rest. There's conflict in their head. Maybe they're overthinking. There's drama in their head, the situation, and they feel like there's a lot of darkness around them. But they finally see a bit of the light. Okay, so they finally see a bit of the light. I feel that they've been maybe taking time out to figure their own path here. Let's look at what happens next. Yeah, what happens next is that there's going to be good news coming in. There's going to be good news coming in, and that you're making progress in the situation. And this situation, energetically, is going to also be like this is some type of well balanced energy here. But it's about moving forward. So I do see that there's an energy that it will be moving forward. Okay, let's look at the Hidden Truth Oracle deck. Okay, what maybe they have to say something here. So in how they feel they want you. Okay, what is it that they fear? Oh, there's two cards that came out here. I know I was a distraction from your pain. I wish I had treated you better. And what happens next here? I wish I could take back my words. Okay, now we're going to pick out some oracle cards as well for you. Just see. Keeping up appearances. Okay, so something about keeping up appearances. And there could have been jealousy issues in how they felt. What is it that they fear? Gossip. They fear gossip, and there's trust issues. And what happens next here? Uh, you're going to share experiences together to deepen the bond between you and them. Yeah. And don't be fooled by appearances is another thing. And there could be an ego check. Some of you need to check your ego here in a situation. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed it. And next we're doing is Cancer. Hi, Cancers, and welcome to your weekend. All signs. What someone wants to tell you, but they're not really. They don't know. They're not saying how they feel, or could be in any type of relationship or anything that anyone that you talk to. But there could be also could be an attraction or love or anything. Okay, anything or anyone. Our beautiful CMCs. Okay, we're gonna look at what they feel, what their intentions are. Then we're going to look at what they fear, what are their insecurities, and what is the blockage here, and what happens next. Okay, and what's going to unfold energetically here. Okay, let's get started. Hierophant, the 501s, Fool. Yeah, there could be conflict here in how they're feeling. This has to do with belief systems that are no longer in alignment. And there is a new beginning here. Okay, there could be a new beginning. Uh, Healing is, but the patience is something about you need to be patient here. Okay, let's look at what is it they fear, what are their insecurities is, and what's blocking. Two of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Star. Well, what's blocking them could be interferences, people, places, or situations. What's also interfering is that someone here is not in balance. Um, they're all over the place. Okay, there's a lot of changes taking place, but they have faith that everything will turn out right. But they have insecurities in that way. And what happens next? Well, what happens next and what's going to unfold naturally is that this could be something long term. Okay, there could be an accumulation also of money coming in for you, but this is something long term if this has to do with any type of relationship. Okay, there's an offer on the table here, and a lot of you manifested this. So what I do see is that there's something that could be long term here for you. Okay, we're gonna clarify the cards. Okay, let's look at how they feel. What are their intentions? You got two cards. They've been alone for a very long time, but they do want a happily ever after. They do want happy. They want a family. They want happiness. They want love again in their life, even though they've been alone for a long time. Okay, this is what their true intentions are. Okay, what is it that they're fearing here? What is blocking them, and what's the insecurity here? They're gonna come in. Okay. Well, patience. Okay, that's the insecurity. This is the fear is that not having enough patience here, and there has to be a compromise here in the situation, and that's what one of the issues is. This is a there's an energy that someone here wants to communicate. They always want what they want, but there's also an energy that they keep coming in and out of their, there's passion. They're coming in and out of your life. So it's not stable. Okay, there's an indecision here. Okay, on their part. What happens next here? Yeah, I do see that there's going to be abundance around them. There's been something that's been stagnant for a while, but what happens next and what's going to happen, what's going to unfold naturally here is that there's going to be a great foundation of learning. There's teamwork between two people here, there's abundance here, and the sun is shining on this, and so this is something long term, and this is something that is also there's a lot of happiness here and joy. Okay, all you need to do, Cancers, is follow your heart. Let's see in the hidden truth oracle deck here. I'm just gonna shuffle a bit. Okay, 3 times. How do they feel? I hope that you can forgive me one day. What is their fear, insecurities, and blockages? I hid who I really am from you. And what happens next? What's going to unfold here? You and I were too young. I'm going to take an extra card. I know I messed up everything. I look for you everywhere. And let's look at the Oracle deck here that I have. Just extra messages of how they felt and their intentions. Boundaries respected. Okay, so the boundaries were respected. There's a real story to what they fear here, and when it comes through, it will shed some light. Okay, what happened in their home and in their current, and what happens next is there could be a love triangle here, past life echoes. Some connections or feelings feel like echoes from the past life and unexpected news that's going to be taking place for you, okay? And you're not going to expect this at all. The love triangle could be people, places, or situations, but it doesn't have to be just another person. Okay, it could be a hidden emotional entanglement that is present. Okay, they can be from a past life. You know what I'm trying to say? So, or an emotion that they haven't dealt with. When you say love triangle, right away people think, "Oh my God, there's another person involved." Maybe there is, and maybe there isn't. Though, you have to follow your heart here. You have to know, okay, if there is a third party and thing here. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed it. And next we're doing is Leo. Hi Leo, and welcome to your weekend. All signs. Uh, what they feel but they don't say. Okay, this could be in anyone in your relationships. This is just not have to be just about love. Can be about anybody. Okay. Let's see here what's happening. Okay, let's get started. How they feel, what their intentions are. Well, they're looking for at this time there's a lot of struggle that they're doing here. They're struggling with a lot of things, but they're trying to set healthy boundaries around them. I feel that they're looking forward to. They're looking forward. There's a new beginning. They're feeling spark here, a spark with you. There's a it's just like they're waiting for something here. They're waiting for you. There's an energy of they're waiting. Okay, let me see. Yeah, like there's a new beginning. That's their intentions. It's like they're leaving something behind and wanting to start something new with you here. Okay, let's look at what they fear and what's their blockages and what are their insecurities. Well, the insecurities here, they feel that it's almost like there's an energy is that they have to follow their heart. Okay, this is it's like they feel that this is too good, too true to be good here in this situation. You know, too true to be good. Okay, like there's truth, there's balance here, and there's energy of like just domestic bliss, just the happiness here. But what they fear is that it's too good to be true. Okay, or maybe this is what they fantasize it like that. Let's look at what happens next energetically. What's gonna unfold here? Yeah, there's a second chance. Okay, to take this, but there, someone here is very tired. They're very tired. They're looking at their past here. Whatever this commitment is, it's about taking action towards it. But there's still like there's energy like someone here not wanting to be controlled. Okay, is what I'm hearing. Someone not wanting to be controlled. We're gonna clarify. Okay, let's look at what they feel. Oops, the card just went flying. Um, They're going through death and rebirth. They're going through a huge transformation here. They're letting go of everything, everything. That's why they're waiting for a new beginning with you here. They want. I don't know if how long. Like it's just a feeling that they want to start something new here, um, and they're taking the higher road, and they believe that you are what you are. Their their dream come true. Okay, this is what they feel. What is that? What is it that they fear here? They fear that things will get cold between both of you. They fear that there will be separation. But deep inside, they know it could work out 100%. But this is what they're feeling, right? They're feeling that it could turn cold between both of yous, and that there could be a timeout here. But they want things to be successful. But that's what they fear. What happens next here? At times they may feel negative about things, but I do see growth that's going to take place in abundance here. Okay, definitely. Now we're going to look at the hidden oracle deck, the hidden truth. This is how they feel. I wish I had treated you better. And what they fear is that just being near you is intoxicating. So many things remind me of you and what they fear, and I can't stop thinking about you. And what's unfolding here? What's next? What's unfolding naturally? I wish things could be different. I'll take another card. I left you before you could leave me, and I regret lying to you. And someone you're saying also, I'm starting to understand our connection. I'm starting to understand our connection. Okay, now remember, maybe all the messages are not meant for you. Okay, you'll know which one. So what how they feel, what they're asking, what spirit is asking them to do is to release expectations here, let go of expectations, and allow things to unfold. They will share with you what their fear and what their insecurities are. Okay, they want to share, and they want you to share it with them too. And what happens next naturally is that it's about choosing paths. Okay, this is a destined encounter. And it's why? Because you have the wheel of fortune here. Okay, Leo. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. And next we're doing is Virgo. Hi, Virgo, and welcome to your all signs weekend. How they feel, but they don't say. This is how the person feels. What's their intentions? Okay, and also what they fear, what are their blockages, insecurities, and what happens next. Okay, and what's going to energetically unfold. Okay, let's see what's happening for you, Virgo. Yeah, there's a lot of fear here. They see you very beautiful. They see you. They see a lot of love and abundance with you, and I feel that they are gonna move. They're gonna come towards you. But they're working on right now. What they're fearing, what they feel is that there's a lot of fear in this energy. Okay. Yeah. There's gonna be some type of communication. But what they feel right now is they're feeling very insecure. Okay. But they will be moving on from that insecurity, that fear. Okay. And what is it they fear, and what's their blockage here? Virgo. It's because there's been opposition here. That's why there's been opposition here before. What they fear is what's their insecurity is healing. It's about compromising and forgiveness here, or also patience. There's an energy of patience. They're not that patient here. What's next? What's going to unfold naturally? Yeah, I'm not sure if here there's going to be a rejection or not. There's going to be someone that could be thinking someone here is probably thinking negative about a situation here, because I do see stability. It's slow, but there's also love here being shown, but I'm not sure here to what extent. Yeah, we're going to have to clarify. To what extent? Because I do see some type of rejection here. Okay, let's clarify. So let's look at how they feel. What are their intentions? Yeah, they're 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 not. They're going back and forth on this. They're they're cold. There's an energy. They have attachments. They have addictions here. They have patterns here. They're some type of something they're chained to or bonded to. Yeah, I don't know. I think that this person here still has to work on themselves. They don't have enough to give them enough love to give themselves, or they do want happiness. They do want everything like that, but I think it's just an attraction, like passionately, sensually. There's an energy of that. Okay, that's being shown to me. Let's look at what they fear and what is it that is blocking them and their insecurities here. Patience is a very big insecurity here. They put work before anything else here, and they have a lot of ego energy. There could be like there's an ego-ness about them, like, oh, I'm the best, this and that. But there's passion here, 100%, and they're seeing the bigger picture. But it's there's an energy here that what they their insecurity and what they fear the most is about yeah, that they put work before anything else, right? But it could also mean that they feeling like there's no patience here in the situation, no compromise. That's what they're fearing. Instead of being decisive and being different here, okay, and taking action. Let's look at what happens next and what's going to unfold naturally. Okay. Communication has to take place and someone has to surrender here. Finally, the light is coming through. There's some type of restlessness around this, but someone needs to communicate. And that's the problem here. It's going to unfold. It's going to come because someone here is worried. Someone here, there's worry, there's anxiety, there's overthinking, feeling stuck. There's a lot of that energy, and then it's like the light is finally coming through. Someone is going to surrender because there is going to be some type of communication, 100%, if they haven't communicated. Okay, but they're just doing it very slowly. Okay, now we're going to look at the hidden truth. Okay, oracle deck here, and how they feel. Okay, I want to be more than friends. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. What they fear. I wish things could be different. And what happens next? I want to feel that way again. And let's look at some extra cards from another oracle deck. And how they feel is the path is unknown. Okay. It's uncertain, yet they're hopeful. And what they fear, that they're not going to have support from their circle. That's one thing. And they're not going to feel safe. And what happens next? Is that they want you to release expectations. Okay, so Spirit wants you to release expectations, and they're going to want to share their experience, and you vice versa. Okay. Hi, Libra, and welcome to your weekend. All signs, and this is what they want, how they feel, but they don't say. Okay, so this is about can be about any type of relationships in your life. It doesn't have to be just about love. Okay, keep an open mind, and let's see how they feel is what their intentions are. Okay, and then we'll see what they fear, what their insecurities and blockages are. and what happens next. Okay, what's going to unfold naturally here, energetically, how it's going to unfold. Okay, how do they feel? Well, they feel that they feel rejected, they feel frustrated, they feel mad, they feel negative about things. They are going through some type of awakening here or transformation, and I do see that they're not. They feel that even if all of that is taking place, that this will be successful. Okay, to what extent? We're not going to share because there's confusion, but we're going to look at that. Okay, um, let's look at what they fear. They fear things are not going to be equal. Okay, what you give is what you give. They fear that, yeah, they fear that there's going to be communication issues here or someone not speaking the truth. They also fear that they're going to get stuck or they're overthinking, but there's definitely confusion here in this situation. And what's going to happen next energetically? Sorry if you hear in the background, it's my grandson. He's only a year old, so you're going to hear him crying, or he's not really crying. He's with his mom, but sometimes he's you know how kids babies are. And what happens next? You got the lovers. Yeah, there's an energy of attraction here for sure, and important decisions have to be made, but the communication has to be there. But it's a very slow energy, and someone here is overthinking and feeling powerless at this time. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to clarify. Hi, sweetheart. Careful. Hi, sweetheart. Cosmo, you going to come down? I knew she was coming down. Oh, I don't know where she is. Oh, she's next to my feet. Okay. Good girl. All right. Let's look at what they feel, what their intentions are. Yeah, they're kind of feeling they've been stagnant for a while here. Uh, someone here is they're too much in their comfort zone, and they're scared to move forward in a situation here. They've been alone for a long time here. They're not sure, should I go, should I, because there is an offer here, but at this point now, it's not showing, just showing that, yeah, it could be successful, it could be transformative, but no one's biting on it yet. Okay, what are their what is it that they fear here, and what is the blockage here? Yeah, there's trust issues in this situation. Someone here feels that there's there's trust, or there's like someone is not going to have their back, and so they're actually at this time trying to regain trust again within themselves and with others. Okay, so yeah, but I do feel that messages will start taking off pretty soon here. Okay, there has to be some type of communication here that's going to take place. What's going to happen next? What's happening or organically here? Yeah. Yeah, there is an attraction for sure. Yeah, there's definitely someone's overthinking this big time. There's a lot of fear, energy, a lot of fear. Something is on. They don't feel certain yet. Their intuition is not really there, and that this is part of their destiny. And I think that the unknown fears them. Someone here fears the unknown. Okay, let's look at the truth, the hidden truth oracle deck. Okay, and how they feel. I am becoming a better person. What do they fear? I regret lying to you. And what's next? I am afraid to contact you. Someone's afraid to contact you, Libra. Let's see here terms of, okay, There's going to be some type of shocking discovery, okay, that's on your way, and how they feel. What is it that they fear? There's a friendship that's going to be tested here. And what is coming together? The path is unknown. And that's why there's uncertainty, yet there is hopefulness, okay? I hope you enjoyed your reading, Libra. And next we're doing is Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio, and welcome to your weekend all signs. And this is about how they feel, but they don't say. This could be any person in your life, could be any type of relationship in your life, okay? Just keep an open mind on that. Then I will clarify, and then I will give you two oracle cards decks that I'm using for it to see more or less more information. Okay, what they feel, how do they feel, what's their intentions? The Emperor. Well, the intentions is that they want something here. That's for sure. It's a wish fulfillment for them, but at the same time, they're very tired and they're feeling very like standoffish in a sense, like they're like they want it, but they're blocking it. Okay, and there's an energy that they want authority, like they want to command this, like how it goes. Okay, and I think it's because they've been going through a lot of difficulty. Let's look at what they fear, what's their insecurities, and what's blocking. It's communication. They have to make important decisions in their relationships right now. Yeah, they're overthinking. They think negative. They think they're feeling stuck in how they're thinking, and they're very fixed on the situation here. Because they have to make important decisions, slow and steady. There's also confusion here, but it's a slow energy here. What's going to happen next year? Oop. Okay, the cards came out. Um, yeah. Oh, this card came out of nowhere, but I'm going to take it anyway. Um, what happened next energetically is that they're trying to figure out if they should trust themselves. Okay, if they're thinking negative, and it's there's an energy here of someone coming in and out of their life. There's also an energy here of passion, but they feel that they're very hopeful that faith is going to return, and that they know that this is something that's destined, okay, in energy, but they're trying to work on themselves. Okay, this is what I see here for them. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, let's look at how they feel. And they're moving very slowly here, very slowly, very slow. There's an energy also, this is both parties. I feel this, the person you're dealing with, they have issues. They had a lot of defeat in their past, especially a lot of defeat here. They have a bit of a tendency of being a bit, okay, not saying a lot, but they want to have authority. They have to take, there's an energy of them wanting to be authority here, and there could be energies of trust issues. There could be trust issues here. They have to make a judgment. You're gonna have to make a judgment on this, or they will have to. Okay, let's look at what they fear, what's unstable here, and what is the blockage. Yeah, they're indecisive. They're protecting their heart. They have to take out their blindfold here. Again, an energy of being authoritative. We're an energy. And they're going to see if something is going to shift here for the better, okay, because something has to shift. What happens next here energetically? Yeah, there's the offers there, but I don't know. There's an energy here. I feel someone here might move on, okay, because there's two paths here. So someone's at crossroad in this situation because they're dealing with someone that's very toxic. Okay, there's an energy of that person can be very toxic. Okay, so I'm just putting it out there. They have there are a lot in their there's a lot of patterns here. There's a lot of addictions. It's a lot of attraction here. It could be player type energy. So I'm just putting it out there. What can unfold is that even it's like yeah, something has to show up in a way that you like it. If not, you're moving on here, is what I'm picking up, okay? I knew exactly what I was doing in the recent past, or in the how they feel and what they fear. It was my fault, but I blamed you. And in what's coming up next for you, I want to tell you how I feel. They want to say how they feel, but will they do it? That's the thing. Now we're going to look at another card from how they feel. There's mixed signals here, and what they fear. What they fear is there's a facade of concern. Someone here is wearing a mask, and someone's concern may not be sincere. Okay, so be careful with that. And what happens next is unmasking motives. So some people's true motives begin to surface. So you're going to see the truth about the situation. Okay, hope that this helped. And next we're doing is Sagittarius. Welcome to your all signs weekend reading. This is what people are saying, but people are feeling, but they're not saying. This could be in any type of relationship that you're in. It could be love, friendship, with your children, with your parents, with your coworkers, your friends, with a lover, anything or anybody. Okay, so let's get started. So Sag, happy full moon in your sign. It's once in a blue moon. It's also a micro moon because we had 2 full moons in 1 month, or 2 moons in 1 month here. So it's a very like once in a blue moon type of energy, okay? That's coming through. I hope that you release everything that no longer serves you and start decluttering your house too. There's things that you do not need any longer and you could give it away. If it's over a year that something is in your house and you're not using it, you don't need it. Okay? Make room for space for energy to shift for you. Okay, let's look at how they feel. Well, right now they're secluded. Okay, they're following their own path here. How would they feel is their intentions that they feel that this could grow. There could be healing in this situation. And there could be opportunity in this situation, and that it could be very victorious. Okay, this is how they feel. But right now they are following their own path. What is it that they fear? What is it their insecurities, and what's blocking them? They're expecting something to come in. They're putting a lot of effort in something here. It's communication. They fear that they're not going to be able to communicate. They can't communicate here because they don't know how to communicate properly, and they have to make important decisions as well. Okay, when it comes to and there's a lot of confusion around this. They're confused. Okay, in terms of their emotions. What's going to happen next? What's going to unfold naturally and energetically? Well, there's a hot and cold energy here, and yet there's I'm open, but I'm also like gonna be like cold. I'm open, but I'm cold. Okay, even though that there's a wish fulfillment here, someone has to follow their heart. Okay, there's an energy of someone needs to follow their heart. Okay, let's clarify. 3 shuffles. Yeah, someone has to definitely follow their heart. Okay. Sorry if you hear my grandson in the background. Mateo, he's a year old, so he does cry a lot sometimes, or he just like whines. So if you hear him in the background, there's nothing much I can do. Okay, let's look at how they feel, what their intentions are here. Yeah, they have to follow their heart, and they're gonna have to communicate. But there's a lot of like uncertainty, and there's a lot of fear and anxiety in how they feel. Okay, so their intentions, I don't know what their intentions are. Is it solid? They're trying to be solid, but there's a lot of fear-based energy here. Okay, let's see what they fear, which I feel that has to be. They're feeling insecure. This card should be here. They're feeling insecure. They're feeling uncertain. They're feeling scared. There's anxiety here. Yeah, there's an energy of someone here could be getting away with something. They could be lying here, and they feel that they're being lied to, or they feel that there has to be some type of judgment that has come in. Someone here feels heartbroken. Yeah, they feel heartbroken. Okay, and what's going to happen next year? Well, it's been hard on them, and they're trying to release something that don't no longer. They're trying to find a way out of a pattern or a dark place so that they've been in. What happens next is that there could be like a conflict here, and but it's an ending of carrying so much on their shoulders. But I do have to say that you need to be careful with this energy because I feel that there's someone here that's a player. They don't want to be a player. They want to have a happy family and marriage and all that, happily ever after. But there could be an energy here that they're trying to release something that no longer serves them, but it keeps coming back to them, is what I'm being shown. Let's look at the hidden truth oracle deck here and how they feel. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. What is it that they fear? I know I was a distraction from your pain. And what is coming next? I knew exactly what I was doing. Okay. And let's take out an oracle card here for what they feel. What they feel is they have to, they know that they have to, how they feel is that they're keeping secrets. Okay. And they fear to be authentic. That's what they fear. They fear about being real. And what is that? What happens is that what happens next year? This is about someone here has to do an ego check on themselves, and uh, they're saying smoke and mirrors, so don't be fooled. Okay, and there will be a surprising revelation that will shift your perspective on this situation. So I hope you enjoyed your reading, Capricorn, and welcome to your weekend. All signs. And the theme of it is like what people want to say to you, but that they don't really say it. It could be anybody in your life, okay? It could be a love partner, a friend, coworker, family member, or a stranger. Okay, so let's check it out and how they feel, what their intentions are. Okay, and then we're going to look at what they fear, what are their insecurities and blockages, and what's going to happen next, and what's going to unfold naturally between both of you. Okay, Cappies. Let's see what's happening here. Well, what they do want is they want to celebrate with you. Their intentions is they want happiness, and they feel happiness with you. There could be an energy of a new spark that's taking place here. There's a nice energy up to now. Okay, let's see what they fear. What is it that they're fearing? What are their insecurities and what is it, their blockage? Okay, well, their insecurities is that they come in and out. They're very restless in energy. They want a new beginning, but they're also there's something about the past that they're still holding on to a thought or a process. They're very charismatic. They could be like energy of a player type here. Okay. Let's look at what's next. What's going to unfold naturally between both of you. I think that you're going to go to the next level with this person. There's going to be something solid here. They're going to be, you're going to go to the next level with this person, is what I'm being shown. Okay, they're coming in with some type of stability here for sure, and yeah. So, and I feel like maybe you're going to vacation with this person, or you're going to meet them on vacation. Yeah, there's something about vacationing together, is what I'm being shown, or some type of journey that you're going to do with this person. Okay, let's see here. Let's clarify and how they feel, what their intentions are. There could be other parties involved, people, places, or situations, but they usually get what they want. They want happiness here. They're going to come in with the truth, but there's been a lot of worry about this, but they're coming in with the truth. But if there's been worry, like, there's been worry about this, but they're coming in to tell you the truth. But this is a slow moving energy. It's not very quick, okay? What is it that they fear? What's their insecurity and what's blocking them? They have, maybe in the past they were type of people that, were coming in and out of people's lives, or they had this player type energy and there was a lot of people around them. But what I'm being shown is that they're working towards something here and they want it to be successful, and they're scared that they're not going to have that happily ever after. They're scared of not having that happiness and for it not to succeed. Okay, that's what they're scared of. That's why they're still holding on to something of the past here. Okay, so let's look at what happens next here and what's going to unfold between both of you. Yeah, it's going to be very transformative. Okay, there's an energy that you have to put in this situationship. You need to put strong boundaries around you. It's going to be the energy of this is going to transform itself, and it's about taking the higher road here. Okay, it's about taking the higher road. But there is some type of stability that they want, that you both want here. Let's look at the Hidden Truth Oracle deck, how they feel. I know I was a distraction from your pain. What did they fear? It was my fault, but I blamed you. And what happens next is I hide behind material things. Okay, and now we're going to look at how they feel. They feel that this was a karmic lesson. And what they fear, that someone here is wearing a mask and that maybe this person is not really concerned for them. And what's next is this is someone that's very joyful in energy. They like to spread positivity, but there's also satisfaction as well. Okay, and there's a temporary distance maybe that's going to take place. Motives, or it's about clearing the air. Okay, so I do see that two people are going to be communicating. Okay, eventually, if there's been distance. Okay, next we're doing is Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius, and welcome to your weekend signs. Okay, this talks about whoever it is in your relationship, what they feel, but they don't say. Okay, so let's look at this. Aquarius. So how they feel, what are their intentions? They want things to be equal. They want things to be equal. They want to, but their intentions is to speak about what they want. That's what their intentions are. They want, they're very supportive. I see here, and they want things to come in balance here. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good energy. Okay, that I see here for you. What is it that they fear, and what's blocking them and their insecurities? They feel that they're confused about what they want. They don't know if some of the things they want is fantasy or it's real life. They're also feeling that that things might end. I don't know why they feel like this, but there's an energy of feeling that something might end. Okay, and let's look at what happens next and what's going to unfold. There's some type of coldness here too. It's very slow moving energy here. Whatever this is, it's a slow moving energy for it to come together. There's hot and cold here in energy, and it's a very slow, but it's also very, very strong. And there's also some type of strongness, like stability also. Okay, that's showing up here. Okay. Okay, let's clarify. I'm going to clarify. Okay, let's look at how they feel. What are their intentions? They worry. They don't sleep at night. They're also heartbroken at times, and yeah, they're heartbroken. They're going through their own thing here. They're trying to find different perspectives and how to heal themselves, how to trust themselves, how not to be in this constant energy of like worry here. Okay, so they are trying. What do they fear here? What is their insecurities and what's blocking them? Expectations. That's what's blocking the whole situation. Expecting too much expectations here of and a lot of looking into the past here. Okay, and there's an energy of being impatient as well. What's next here? Well, the sun is shining on this, but there's a lot of fear-based energy. Someone here is not communicating. Someone here is trying to get away with information or trying to. There's a deceptive energy here, and pay attention to your dreams, and your intuition is going to be blocked. What happens next? But the sun is shining on this, but I feel that you have to go through this process before you reach the sun energy to come emanating here. Okay. Because there is a lot of energy of uncertainty when what happens next. Okay, so we're going to look at the Hidden Truth Oracle deck. Let's see what how they feel is you and I are too young. Something about them, you guys being too young. What is it that they fear? What is the energy of fearing? I know I messed up everything. And what is coming up next? Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Now, let's look at the Oracle deck. We're going to take out one extra card here and how you feel or how they feel. They're protecting their heart. Okay, they guard against, they guard their emotions to avoid their heart. What they fear is that it's a two-faced, that someone here is being a two-face. Someone here is wearing a mask. And what's coming up next is that there's control issues in this situation. So I hope that helped. And hi Pisces, and welcome to your All Signs Weekend check-in. This is about how people feel, what they're not saying to you. Okay, this could be in any term of any type of friendship, relationship, or anyone. Okay, we're going to look at how they feel, what is their intentions, what they fear, what is it that they're feeling in the sense of fearing their insecurities, and what's blocking them, and what's up next, what's coming in next year, what's going to unfold energetically between both of you. Okay, cards are ready. Okay, this is not a good card. That's not. It doesn't belong there. That's what I meant to. Well, what they feel is that they feel insecure. They're feeling negative about things. They don't know how to communicate. There's an energy of they want to have control. There could be trust issues in this situation. Okay, and yeah. So their intentions here is that they have to communicate, they have to make decisions, but they don't know how to. They are thinking about things. So what is it that they're fearing here? What is it, their insecurities, and what's blocking them? They're feeling off balance here. They're feeling that they could be, they're going between two things here. They don't feel grounded. They don't feel that things are going to come into balance here. That's what they yeah, there's an energy of like someone here not being in balance or not feeling accurate. Okay, there's like about how they like in terms of their emotions, they're not being able to be mature about it. Okay, let's look at what's next. Pisces is that I see a new path here. Some of you have been stagnant in a situation. It's about following your intuition, and there is a new path that is being shown here. Maybe you're going to be walking away from a situation. I don't know. Or you're going to be walking away from this, Pisces. So let's clarify. Okay, we're clarifying. Let's clarify. what how they feel, what their insecurities are, and yeah, they have a player type energy. They're very restless. They're very impatient. They do want a new beginning here, but they're still attached to something of the past. Okay. Um, let's look at what is next. What they fear. Sorry, what they fear. What their insecurities are, and what's blocking them. Well, they're holding secrets here. Someone here is not being honest about what they want to bring into the situation, and it could be an ending. There could be an ending that take place, or it could be very transformative if they say the truth. What's going to happen next year, and what's going to unfold energetically and naturally here. Yeah, there's a lot of trust issues in this situation. Not being able to trust. It could have been a lot of defeat. Someone here was very very nice, but there could be a compromise here. There could be forgiveness, but someone has to compromise, and someone needs to remain patient because the healing for this is going to take a while, okay, to take place. Let's look at how they feel in the Hidden Truth Tarot. I bury myself in work to forget you. What they fear. I look for you everywhere. And what's coming up next? I feel you leaving me behind. And that could be happening because I do see that could happen here. There's a new path here, walking away from something or someone here. Let's look at the oracle cards. One card here for how they feel. They want to be. They want to. They want you to be authentic, or that they want to do this for you. And what they fear is that there could be other energies attached to this. There's other people or other energies attached to this. And what's coming up next is there's a past life echo here. Something in past life, and there's unexpected news that's going to come in. And they want the real story. They want light on the real story here, because something, and they want their boundaries to be respected. So I hope you enjoyed these all signs. Please don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.